It's a Wednesday afternoon. You know what that means, don't you, boys and girls? I'll give you one guess. You're right, Campbell Corner time. Every Wednesday at 3:05 on Pioneer 90.1. And joining me from the East Grand Forks Public Library,
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
it's the one and only Hurricane Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte.
That's about where we're at today. We're going in circles, mighty, fast-moving circles.
I've heard it's very busy over there, which is good. That's a good thing sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And we hooked up through Sarah, the phone operator, and thank you, Sarah.
Sarah, get me the Bluebird Diner.
Anyway, we're back together on the air, and lots of things to talk about as usual, although I do have something to share with you, if you don't mind.
Sure, no.
Okay. These are quotes from famous people, and I forgot to put down their names, so we'll just wing it here.
Okay.
Here we go. Number 1, bad libraries build collections. Good libraries build services. Great libraries build communities.
I like it.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Libraries will get you through times of no money better than money getting you through times of no libraries.
Say what? Number 3.
The most important asset of any library goes home at night. The library staff.
Yes.
In the nonstop tsunami of global information, librarians provide all of us with floaties and teach us to swim.
Wow.
I love that one.
I haven't heard that one before.
I love that one. A library is a place where you learn what teachers were afraid to teach you.
Oh. In many cases, that could very well be true.
That could very well be true. Anyway, well, welcome back. We have lots of things to chat about. Number 1, easy readers. Now, we've talked about this in the past. Refresh my memory. What is that?
An easy reader is a book that is leveled for a reader as they increase their efficiency, their ease with reading. And we have them divided so that you can get the very earliest beginner readers when people, the students are just learning certain words. And so they have very short sentences, very few words. And each level will increase that number. What's fun is there are some kids who've started school this year that are not real excited about having to learn how to read. But these books are so fun that they will be excited about the topics and the pictures that go along with them. And there are those students who on the first day of school, they think they're going to learn how to read. That's just it. They're going to have it covered. So get them over here, get an easy reader book, and start with them. 1 finger per word as you're reading it along with them. They're crucial, even at the very beginning of the year. Don't wait until your child says, I can read now.
Fundamental, you bet. All right, easy readers. Number 2. Now, I've got a map out here. Hang on. There it is. Okay, it says Tinkertown, which is east of Bagley. No, not really. No,
there are Tinkertowns over there.
There could be. Now, when I was young, a young boy many, many moons ago, I had Tinker Toys. Is that tied to that?
It could be.
Okay.
Yes. Tinkertown is where elementary students, but if you're in middle school, come and join the group, learn how to not only create things and build things using blocks, electronics, robotics, sticks and glue, the Tinker Toy effect, but they also learn how to take things apart and figure out why they work the way they do, which is such a crucial part of learning how to put things back together.
Oh, sure.
And it's a safe zone. We have the tools here. We have the experiments here. You don't have to go home, and take apart your family's toaster. We'll help you figure out how to do some of these things while you're here. And it's just a tremendous amount of fun, and Andrea can hardly wait to try out her new toy, which now we call them toys, but they're tools, and to see how the kids will use it. She might have a
Sure.
plan, but they usually go far beyond what she has put in
Yes.
front of them.
Imagination. All right. Tinkertown.
And that starts next week.
Really? When and what time?
It will start on Thursday at 4 o'clock, so the kids can come over right after school, check out their books, and then they can go into the room with Andrea for an hour. And we're really hoping to have a nice group of kids. American Crystal has helped us buy some tools so kids can learn how to start being creative.
Okay, next Thursday, that's the 14th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's right.
Very good. Tinkertown. All right. Item 3, book reviews. Now, the first of two listed here is called The Mountains Within, and I'll take a stab at what that's about, okay? It's a book about how to handle too much Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving. Too much in the way of pie, turkey, stuffing. No? No. No.
Well, I'm not going to say no because I don't know what you need after your tummy is full from a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
You might need to just sit and read a poem book.
It is a poem book.
It is.
It is.
It-
And who's it by?
It is by Garth Gilchrist.
Okay.
And I do have one poem that I think is, fits us really well here. The poems are of the wild, which for the most part they're about nature. They're tree songs, songs about the light, songs about the way a berry might taste in the wild.
Oh, okay.
But the one I'd like to read is called Can You Hear?
Can You Hear? And it's by Garth Gilchrist.
If I say wind in pine, will you hear it? Only waves of air washing around inside you through the limbs of trees you planted there long ago or yesterday will deliver my words alive to you, will carry into you the wonder of pure wilderness, like a dry needle swept into the sky.
I can see that right now.
I think all of us around here
Yeah.
have a really good grasp as to what wind is.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we talk about wind, we all have a different concept. But this is a really fun book as far as connecting to nature. It has some great pictures in it to go along with the poetry.
All right. The Mountains Within by Garth Gilchrist. That's Gilchrist. Book 2 is entitled Where Am I Now? And that's by Mara Wilson.
Mara was the little girl that was Matilda in the movie.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Matilda.
Hi, Dad.
Get in the car, Melinda.
Matilda!
Oh, really?
I don't know if everyone... Yeah, and well, she has grown up in the meantime. She's not a little girl anymore. She was also on Mrs. Doubtfire. She was the little girl in that. And she played some other roles as she grew up. But this is her story, where she is now, what has happened from being a childhood star to now being adult and finding out that she really isn't cute enough, is how she puts it, for Hollywood anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And the different things that she has learned, being on a movie set with all adults and no other children, and just how she's been able to keep herself liking herself. And it's funny. It's funny. Sometimes you might cry, but she's a funny little girl, and that's how we all think of her. So the story, the book of her own story is really good. The subtitle is True Stories of Girlhood and Accidental Fame.
It's called Where Am I Now by Mara Wilson and The Mountains Within. 2 books available right now at the Campbell Library. And we talked about Tinkertown. That starts next Thursday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And, of course, those easy readers. Very good. And to find out more about this wonderful building, this facility, this resource called Campbell Library, what can folks do?
They could call at 218-773-9121. They can go to the library's website at egflibrary.org, or they can come in and visit. We're at 422 4th Street Northwest, right across from Sherlock Park.
There you go, and say hello. And the hours of service are when?
We open at 9 and go until 8 o'clock on Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5 Friday, 10 to 2 Saturday, and noon to 4 on Sunday.
You have all the information you need, so get over there, okay?
That's great.
That's
I
right.
totally agree with you.
Get on over there. As always, Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, Campbell Corner every Wednesday just after 3.
Sarah, get me the Bluebird Diner.
Year 7 here on Pioneer 90.1.